On June 22, 2019, a mysterious user named KFK appeared on the Dubon website. He claimed to be a time traveler returning from June 22, 2060, and described himself as a poor time tourist. If you're new here, go back and watch part 1 of the video. Here are the Q&A questions from part 2. Question: has magic been scientifically proven or debunked? What about other supernatural imaginings like ghosts, other dimensions? What do you think? Answer: after 2050, these are no longer mysteries. Question: if you had to choose a sci-fi movie released before 2019 that has the most similar concepts and overall situation to your current era, which would it be? Hardly any of them. Question: will there be aliens visiting from this year to 2060? Will humans develop superpowers? Do you still watch movies in that era? What kind of superpowers do the superheroes have then? Answer: there will be no alien discoveries, but previously undiscovered life forms will emerge from the earth and oceans. Compared to movies, people prefer interactive gaming more before the war. After the war, we entered a whole new stage. Question: in your era, how do people view the times they live in? Do people feel society is progressing or declining? What are the predictions about the future in your time? Answer: good question. We are in an era where human history relies on and emphasizes the unprecedented development of internal civilization. Because many things are like a curtain being lifted after the war, the universe has truly reached its peak. Humans transcend from suffering to real meaning, which I personally think is progress. In the future, we will enter an entirely new stage and eventually reach a stage where everything has a place to return. Question: can you time travel to more distant eras like feudal societies or even the Qin and Tang dynasties? What are the most common crimes in your time? Answer: an era with too little data and information is not suitable for travel as there is no communication mechanism. The most common crimes are theft and digital currency fraud. Social credit is not globalized but centralized in certain countries and regions. Basic programming will be introduced into basic middle school education in the 2030s. College entrance exams will continue but will no longer be the selection method from 2038. Question: how long can people live at that time? Is there a drug that makes people happy? Are people lonely then? Answer: humans have a deeper function in the depth of the spirit, which is closely connected to the external space-time universe. This is the second progress of mankind, but it occurred after the war. Question: how has blockchain been popularized? Will the future currency system be based on the same system as Bitcoin? Answer: blockchain is most widely used in some evil countries. Global powers still try to avoid centralizing the currency system. Question: I've seen you mention war and disease many times, but the evil countries you refer to, are these countries that will have wars in the future? What is the scale of this war, and will nuclear weapons be used on a large scale? What is the biggest technological advancement after the destruction? Thank you for answering. Answer: it's a global war. The epicenter is at the intersection of 3 continents, and it's more terrifying than the use of individual nuclear weapons. After the war, there is no major technological advancement, but there has been a spiritual evolution, otherwise I wouldn't be here. Question: are you male or female? I will be male in 2060. When engaging in time travel, there is no longer gender. Question: how are you using traditional Chinese characters? Are you from Taiwan? Answer: I have nothing to do with Taiwan. I will live in Shanghai from 2020 to 2048, then Kunshan, Huzhou, and Ningbo. I lived in Australia from 2048 to 2060. Using traditional Chinese characters is just a travel choice, so you can avoid drawing attention and being forced to leave. Question: why did you immigrate to Australia? Family and safety. Question: after you leave in 2019, will all traces you left behind, including this post, disappear? The messages won't disappear, but I will disappear. Question: looking back from 2060 to the past, what is the experience like? Will it feel like Republican China, or will it feel as remote as primitive humans? What made you happy in 2019 will no longer be joyful in the future. What you worried about in 2019 will not worry you in the future. What you thought was right in 2019 you will not think so in the future. What year is the next economic crisis? Answer: the year of the tiger. Have you explored the mystery after death? Yes, yes. Have you explored the existence of the Creator in your era? Indeed. Question: in the place you're from, how much is one Bitcoin worth? Answer: Bitcoin no longer exists. As a time traveler, you still need to sleep, right? Where the sun is about to leave is where my journey begins. Where there is moonlight is where I reside. My travels are not limited here. In the future, are humans happier? If it's just material happiness, people were happy before the 2030s. If it's spiritual happiness, since the 2050s, mankind has entered another stage. Question: my younger sister was just born this year. What will their generation be like in the future? Answer: keep being kind-hearted. In the future, a person's inner qualities will determine their fate. Which direction will psychology go? Did you study neuroscience or consciousness? Answer: spiritual studies are deeper than psychology. Sorry, do you currently exist in a data form? In a sense, yes. What is the average lifespan of people where you're from? Answer: it's much lower than now due to factors from the global war and major earthquakes. In other words, the Cold War lasted until 2048, and then a world war broke out that same year. How long did this war last? Answer: over 3 years. This war changed many material and spiritual things in the world. Will quantum mechanics be explained in the future? Answer: yes. The observation problem is resolved. Question: is this a special era? Yes. Is there mind-reading technology? After 2060, people's hearts are fully exposed, so there's no need for mind-reading technology. Looking back from the future at the development of today's youth, do you have any advice? Maintain the quality of kindness and reverence. Was the Creator discovered by humans, or did he appear automatically? Will he communicate with humans? Answer: I cannot say yet. Question: is your current data state comprehensive and omniscient? Do you know everything about internet connections? Answer: no one can know everything. We've just entered another realm of cognition. Humans bound by material things cannot comprehend it all. Humans will understand everything if freed from these binds. Question: will there still be Sina Weibo in 2060? No. Question: hello. I took the college entrance exam this year and will get my results tomorrow. I can't see the future, and I'm very confused. I'm sad and feel hopeless in life. Live a good life. Being born in the early 21st century, you'll face the most extraordinary life. Time is not meaningless. As a time traveler from the future, can you see through our hearts? Yes, including worry, sadness, indifference, anger, fury, doubt, apathy, rebellion, helplessness, and panic. Question: are you like us? Answer: similar. Question: can you give the 3 most important suggestions for youth and middle-aged people in 2019? Answer: stop your current lifestyle of going around in circles like a donkey at the millstone. Stop and think about it, and think about your purpose for coming into this life. Can you talk about the principle of transcending space-time? Answer: it cannot be comprehended within the material realm. It is not a physical transcendence of space-time. It is the transmission of information, consciousness, and spirit. May I ask, which places in the world are suitable for settlement? Are Northern Europe, Norway, Denmark, Finland, or Sweden suitable? Thank you. Answer: Europe will be the source of the war. Question: is the person you want to remind in the Care Travel Group? She exists in 2 places I'm concerned about at the same time. KFK follows the Care Travel Group and Susan Miller Group on Dubin. Question: is your name KFK an abbreviation of your full name? Answer: no. After the 2030s, 4-character Chinese names became popular. Let me ask again, are there other places in the world suitable for existence? How about Western Australia? I don't have big dreams, I just want to do my best for my family members. Western Australia is relatively stable. Question: the deception of intelligence and the unity of everything mentioned before, spirit is greater than material. This is the original state of life. I look forward to that day. However, judging from the current social and spiritual environment, It is very difficult to achieve this by 2060 unless there is a major spiritual change. Some are curious about how the war will bring about spiritual change. Answer: the harsh environment makes humans humble. Question: what is the quality of China's film and television industry and the quality of movies and TV shows in the future? Answer: the quality is not good. Question: what will happen to Brazil in the future? Answer: chaos. By the way, what about the situation in Spain? The same fate as the rest of Europe. What will happen to marriage relationships in the future? Answer: China generally remains unchanged and relatively conservative. Have you watched the Tom and Jerry cartoon? My childhood didn't have that cartoon, but I watched the Peppa Pig cartoon. Question: but you said you used traditional Chinese characters out of habit. Answer: in the 2030s, there was a movement in China to return to traditional Chinese characters. Why do you remember the exact timing so clearly? Some are what I experienced, and some I can look up in the communication mechanism. Lawyers, accountants, civil servants, teachers, doctors, these were the most popular professions in 2019. Do they still exist in your era? Answer: from 2048 to 2060, teachers and doctors will continue to exist. In your era, will there be some musical instruments that 2019 doesn't have? Virtual guitars, virtual saxophones, you don't need to carry them. Will civil servants be as stable as they are now? Answer: there will be no more civil servants after 2048. Question: will money still be important in the future? Will money worship be more serious? Will the rich-poor gap continue to widen? Answer: within 1 hour after the global financial system collapsed, people will no longer worship money and shift to pursuing internal civilization. Question: how could a financial system built over many years collapse within an hour? Answer: before the collapse, even people at that time didn't believe it and said exactly the same thing you're saying now. Question: you're getting hot, you know? Someone will discover you. I'll leave before then. When will you come back? Could be any time. Question: does the Chinese classic text Joey fit the future? Answer: it has been chaotically disrupted, only a small part matches. Question: is the creator of the Chinese and Americans the same God? Answer: the genes come from the same source. Question: when will euthanasia become legal in China? It will not. Why do basically all future celebrities come from Japan? Is it because European and American countries cannot master space-time travel technology? Answer: it's relatively close to the entrance. Question: I want to ask, why did Dubon eventually stop? Was it due to lack of money or other reasons that did not allow Dubon to operate? A wrong decision. Does the UN still have meaning? It gradually loses meaning because it cannot unify. Question: what role did Russia play in the World War? Outwardly neutral, behind the scenes, pushing it forward. Question: how many people will be on Earth in the future? There will be 8 billion in 2047, decreasing to 5.3 billion in 2060. Sorry, was the missing MH370 plane of Malaysia Airlines ever found in the end? Answer: it will be decrypted by a third country in the near future. Thank you all for watching. If you'd like, you can subscribe to see more videos. Or if you have time, feel free to check out the channel's other videos.